Alrighty. If you currently own a business and you use Instagram to market that business, well, this video is for you. Right here, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can increase your sales revenue through using a social media strategy that will actually work to make you money. I'm going to break down step by step and exactly how to develop that strategy. Again, so you generate more leads and more sales into your business. My name is Caitlin Redding, and right here on this channel, I give you guys my proven marketing systems, methods, and strategies that work to get you credibility, visibility, and increase your profitability through the powerhouse tool of social media. Now, before I get started, I want to first invite you to subscribe to this channel if you want to learn more on how to actually market your business through social media and also increase that visibility and credibility so that you can increase your sales. Again, just subscribe right here to this channel. I also invite you over into our 10K club. That is a free community for you to join on Facebook called Stop the Scroll, where we give you tips, resources, and free training so that you can actually grow your business to your first $10,000 in sales in your bank account a month right over on Facebook. So the link to join that group is below. So before I jump into how to actually develop this social media strategy step by step so that, again, you're generating more leads and more sales into your business, I want to ask you guys is how many of you are in the position where you're maybe perhaps posting on social media, not totally having a plan behind it, and just kind of posting and praying that it generates something into your business, whether that is a discovery call or a full-on purchase of some sort. Because if that's you, I want you to know first, I hear you, I feel you. Now in this video, I'm going to actually teach you how to develop that social media strategy. Now, what is a social media strategy? Simply put, it's a plan. It's a social media plan that you can create based on some of the evidence that your business is showing you so that, again, you're really actually converting that into more sales and you're not just posting some pretty pictures, talking about your business, but again, you're actually utilizing the traffic source that it truly is. Now, I don't have to go over this anymore. However, you guys, if you've been following me for a while, you already know I'm a big promoter in that social media is going to be your largest traffic source. In fact, I would defend that it is the largest traffic source for your business, which is why it is so important to have a social media strategy, period, if you own any type of business, especially if you have maybe coaching services that you offer or other types of freelance services or even a network marketing business. Social media is going to be your best friend. So let's teach you actually how to save yourself some time and develop a plan, a strategy behind that social media so that it actually works to increase your income and your sales revenue. So the first thing you have to know is you have to know what your goal is. Have the end in mind so that you can reverse engineer that goal. Now, even beyond that goal, and part of this training in this video is actually teaching you how to create a system behind that goal, because it's nice to have a big goal. We can create goals. I'm sure you've created tons of goals in your own business, whatever they may be. But if you don't have a system behind that goal, if you achieve that goal, you're going to achieve it once instead of repeating that goal over and over again. So in fact, right here, I want to teach you how to not only create that goal, but so that you can achieve that goal month after month after month. So know what exactly your goal is so that we can start to reverse engineer that goal. Now, the second thing that you need to do in your social media strategy, in fact, this is part of your prep work, is to actually go in and understand your analytics. I want you to study your analytics. I want you to fall in love with the data. What I don't want you to do is fall in love with the numbers, because sometimes, and most times I see this, we get caught up in what exactly those numbers are. How many people liked it? How many people are engaging? How many comments do I have? How many people are watching my stories? we don't need to fall in love with the numbers. We need to fall in love with the data. Is how many are people coming over and clicking on my website or watching my videos, or, you know, doing whatever your call to action was. Are they following through with that call to action? Are they engaging with your content? And that is what your analytics will provide you. So understand your analytics and have a way of measuring your content against your analytics. So what I would do is actually just put it up there and then study it over time. The beautiful thing with social media is that because it's a high turnover rate, meaning that yes, content stays up there forever. However, I'm sure you can agree that not very many people are scrolling that far back to reread some things and re-engaging with that content. In fact, when somebody does maybe go way back and start to like and re-comment, you kind of are like a little creeped out by that, right? So just know that your entire social media strategy is purely a test where you strive to be 1% better each time. So now that you know what your goal is, you're falling in love with the data, or you're having a way to follow up with that data and follow through and create more of an analysis around the data. The next is to really understand who your target market is and what your current audience is and who is that. Are they the same? If they're not the same, obviously we need to either, get your audience to be engaged to be in that target market, or go find a new audience, especially as maybe you're pivoting or changing, or perhaps you're using a social media account that you started way back in the day and now you've started a business and you're still using the same social media account. Well, chances are that current audience is probably not part of your target audience, target market. And I have a video that explains the difference between all of that. So what I want you to be able to do is absolutely be able to, in about like 4 sentences, describe to me exactly who your ideal clients are and your target audience, and give me some data around them. What are their pain points? Where do they live? What age group are they in? Are they male, female? Do they have kids? I want you to really understand who that person is and create a profile about it, so that if I was to ask you who your ideal client is, you could literally just repeat it right then and there. Now, what you really need to know about your audience is you need to know 2 things. One is, what is their pain points, or what are they struggling with day to day? And then what is their desired outcome? So understanding exactly that, is going to be really important when you're creating content, so that you can always create content around their pain points or their desired outcome. But most importantly, it's actually so you can now bridge the 2 for your audience, and showing them how their pain points can give, or I should say, what you offer will actually get the desired outcome from their pain point in your own offers. So now that we know our audience a little bit more, the next part of this is to create a calendar. So you want to create a calendar of content, and this will not only allow you to batch it ahead of time, so that you're not spending their time in the moment, or again, feeling like you're wasting your time and it's just becoming like that posting and praying method, which really does not work. Creating a content calendar will also allow you, because you understand your data a little bit more, you'll be able to go back and analyze what type of content your audience actually wants to see from you. Obviously, there's different types of content you want to create, and one of them is to create visibility with your audience. Now, there's some methods behind creating more visibility. Again, we have all this traffic, but you need to be seen on this platform that billions of people are on. So how do you get seen? Well, part of it is creating shareable content, so that other people are sharing your content, and therefore you're tapping into their audience and getting seen that way, and that crossover can happen. And I follow so many people who create amazing shareable content, and that's literally the only content they have, where they're perhaps, just posting some quotes, for example, and their audiences are sharing it, and really that's how they're getting seen by so many people. That's a really great strategy, and in fact, a very important strategy. And one of the ways that you can get seen is by, collaborating with other people. The other way that you can create that visibility is by, partnering with some influencers in your area, or getting them to, again, share your products if you have products or services. Again, getting the people to share and start tagging you so that you can start tapping into other markets. Now, another thing that you have to remember, especially if people are sharing you're trying to get people to share your content, is making sure that it's the right audience. Because if they're sharing it to a different audience that is not, again, part of your target audience, then it's really not serving you. And those people aren't going to come across and start to actually engage in any of your content, because they don't see the value. They don't have the same pain points. They don't have the same desired outcome as your target audience. So really, you're of no use to them. And in fact, we want to create so much room for your target, your market, your ideal clients, all of those. And we want to create a big, endless amount of content for them. So now that you created a content calendar, you know which types of posts are going to perform. You also now want to make sure that you're on the right platforms. Now, I have a full video that is breaking down how do you know what platform you should be on, because a lot of the times people think that they need to be on so many different platforms, or maybe they're perhaps on only one platform, but that platform is not giving them what they actually need, especially with the type of business that they have. So I have a full video describing exactly and going into depth on the different types of platforms to know which ones you should be on. But one thing to know is that visibility can be really gained very quickly, and that relationship with your audience through more long form content and more SEO type of content, search engine optimization content, which simply just means that if somebody was to type in how to curl my hair, your content will pop up. Now, that is one thing that Instagram does not have the capability of. However, Pinterest is a platform that does. YouTube is a platform that does. Podcast even actually does that a little bit as well. So those are really great other platforms to really add in the visibility layer. And also, when it comes to building a relationship with your audience, really plays into the form of building that like, know, and trust, because you're creating long form content. Now, Instagram in particular, it only has IGTVs, which is their only form of long form content that you can share on there. So you definitely can do that. But again, you don't have any SEO behind that long form content. You're not really playing into the fact that people who are looking for the answers that you can provide them, you have no way of getting seen by them. So, advancing and going into further other audiences, or other platforms, I should say, will allow you to tap into more audience and really get that visibility factor that's really important for you. Now we have this plan of creating some visibility. We have our calendar set up. You have this game plan really set to mind. Now, what do you need to do? Now, this is probably the most important, and in fact, probably the most skipped over step, might I say, that I see people not spending enough time doing, which is simply nurturing their audience. It is so simple. It's as simple as just having conversations with your audience, with your followers, with the people coming across your platform, saying, hey, thanks for being here. I really value the fact that you are over here. I look forward to sharing more content with you, providing you with more value. Just simply saying, hey, means a lot to them. Now, what do you want to nurture your audience, or how do you want to nurture your audience? This is something that I actually break down inside of my DM course. I actually break down on how to not only find your target audience and your ideal clients on platforms, but how do you actually have conversations with them and transition that conversation into business, into what it is that you have to offer, where it will actually lead up into a discovery call with that person, so that and even further, actually, after that discovery call, what do you do with them so that, again, it converts over into your business, whether, again, whatever you have to sell, product, services, or even if you have a network marketing business. So you want to nurture your audience to really build this relationship. You want to be able to educate your audience. You want to inspire your audience and obviously provide them with value. You don't want to just constantly show up with something to sell. That makes it about you, not about your audience, and really showing them how you are able to help them. So making sure, again, you're not showing up just when you have something to sell, that you are showing up even when you don't, providing them with tons of value, educating them. You are providing them with more free content than you are providing them with any type of paid content, so that, again, you're nurturing that relationship with somebody. If you only showed up to sell, purchase, take a whatever it is, your audience will become numb to that and they'll just skip over, because what you're not doing is you're not providing, again, that value for them so that they actually want to get to know you a little bit more and build that trust in the know, like, and trust factor. So the last very important strategy, or I should say, very important step into your strategy, is making sure that you have something that they can take action on. So maybe, obviously, if you have say you're selling products, you definitely obviously have something that they can take action on. But what is it that you have to offer them that they can either consume for absolutely free, or that they can, get to know you further, or take that relationship off the platform, so that, again, you can start entering your funnel process. So one of the easiest way is to actually just have a discovery call with somebody and connecting them that way. So this is a really great example in network marketing, is where you jump on a discovery call with your audience member. Now you've been able to take that relationship offline and talk to them more one-on-one and have that conversation. But even if you offer services as well, having that discovery call, again, allows you to really just be able to get on in front of people and discuss further about the possibility of partnering with each other and how that might look, and making sure that your services will actually give them the results that they're actually looking for. So that is how to really develop a social media strategy that works to actually make you money. And it's not just posting content and putting it out there and hoping and praying somebody will take action on it or want to take action in the future. So to go over it really quickly is, again, you want to know what your goal is so that you can start to build a system behind that goal, so the goal will repeat itself over and over again. You want to fall in love with your data, not necessarily the numbers of the data, but making sure that you're tracking the data behind everything and constantly adapting and changing as the data is showing. Know your audience. First and foremost, be able to repeat in a couple sentences exactly who is your target audience, what your target market is, and who your ideal client person profile is. And then you can start to create a content calendar based off of all of that, based off of reverse engineering your goals, based off of, again, knowing what your audience is and what your audience is really liking as far as the content part of things. Then once you're going to do that, you're really going to work on creating more visibility, because that's going to be the most important part of your social media strategy, is making sure that you actually get seen. Because the more people that see you, that view your content, that engage with you, well, I should say that just find you, is now you can create more nurturing relationships. And again, that will generate into more sales. So have that plan for visibility. Nurture above selling. Always at the forefront. Build the relationship before you have anything to sell. And then making sure that you do have something that they can take action on, whether that is, again, having a freebie, a lead magnet, getting into your email list, booking a discovery call with you, or being able to create a nice, beautiful buyer experience if you have more different types of products that you have to offer where people can purchase. So with that said, guys, don't forget to join our 10K club, because actually right over in that free Facebook group, you will have access to my Instagram bio training. This training is for only the members of our 10K club, where you will learn how to create a nice, seamless, beautiful Instagram bio that actually works to funnel people in and convert them into clients, customers, or business partners. So just to join that group, all you have to do is go to the description under this video and go and ask to join the group, and you'll have access to all that free training on your Instagram bio, but also on how you can grow your business to your first and beyond 10K months right over there. With that said, guys, if this video was helpful for you, I'd love and invite you to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to learn more marketing systems just like this that will generate more leads and more income into your business. Now, I post videos every Sunday, so hit that notification bell so you're notified every week when a new video pops up. But with that said, guys, I will see you back here next week. Thanks for joining me.